What's going on, everyone? Today we're going to be talking about some new drift fed content that's going to be releasing with the Lost Santos Truck Wars DLC updates. So as expected, when it comes to day one, Rockstar never releases all the content, and before, Rockstar usually just kind of saved the vehicles for drift fed content, but recently, especially with the Criminal Enterprises DLC, they started saving a lot more bigger things such as like the dealerships, the weapons, and more for drift fed content as well. And it seems like they're pretty much doing the same thing here with this DLC update, which kind of sucks because there's a lot of things that we would like to see on day one, but Rockstar just kind of saving it for another time. And it kind of does, keep the game alive a little bit because people log in every few weeks to like see what's new. But overall, a lot of people would just rather see most of this stuff on day one. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about some of that drift fed content because honestly, they are some really cool things, and honestly some of them are pretty exciting, so hopefully you guys will enjoy it as well. Before we get into it though, if you guys aren't already, make sure to be subscribed and put on post notifications. We got a lot more videos coming out regarding this DLC, and I don't want you guys to miss this. And also don't forget to drop a like on this video as well. So Rockstar said on their recent newswire, and so much more. Beyond psychedelic trips and crop dusting runs, Lost Santos Truck Wars will continue over the coming weeks and months to deliver new vehicles, road events, and gameplay updates, beginning with the new festive encounters and collectibles starting next week. And then early next year, expect Downtown Cab Co. to be looking for new recruits, a traveling gun van offering exclusive items, street dealers looking to pay premiums for your product, a new garage with the most vehicle storage yet, and much more. So let's start off with some of the content. We know that obviously Rockstar said that this is going to be multi-part story updates, and of course the first dose already came out, but we know that Rockstar is going to be adding more to that story and probably adding a lot more content with that as well. So we're going to have to wait till that comes out. It's probably going to be early next year, or at least before the next summer DLC that we have in GTA Online. But as for the other smaller stuff, they are pretty interesting as well. So first off, we already know that we're going to be getting the new vehicles. There's going to be some world events, so I'm guessing things kind of like what we already have, like exotic exports and stuff like that. So that's probably gonna be a new type of thing that Rockstar adds. And then gameplay updates, which is going to be like the quality of life improvements. Of course, we did get a few on day one, but Rockstar probably has some more stuff that will be added. And then of course next week, since we are getting closer to the Christmas season, there's going to be some festive stuff, which we'll talk a lot more about when that comes a little bit near. But next year, Rockstar set to expect Downtown Cab Co. to be looking for new recruits. So obviously we knew that for a few months now that we're going to be having some type of fast traveling taxi service, and this could well be part of it. And also, due to some leaked text lines, we know a little bit of how this is going to work, and this is coming from Test Flash 2. It says that the Downtown Cab Co. is now open for business. Begin taxi work from here to earn additional income. Successfully completing multiple fares without a break will increase the rewards. So officially from Rockstar, we know that we'll be able to drive our own taxis around Los Santos and Blaine County to make some extra cash, which is actually going to be pretty fun. And it kind of brings like a bit of nostalgic for us players because this was in the older Grand Theft Auto games. So we're going to assume that the Downtown Cab Co. that we can purchase and use in story mode is going to be opened in GTA Online. Or at least, somebody from that company is going to end up calling us and telling us, all right, if we want to get started with some taxi jobs, we can. And honestly, I'm pretty excited to see how this is going to work. I'm assuming that it's just going to be like you hop into a taxi, you press whatever button it says, and you can start, collecting NPCs and passengers around the town. But it also would be really cool if we could do players as well and just get some extra money from that. Now, I don't really expect us to make crazy money, but since it is online, Rockstar could add like some type of bonus. Like let's say, for example, in story mode, maybe if you deliver a passenger, you get maybe like $100, $200, something like that. But in online, maybe it's going to be like in the thousands, maybe like 15,000. Even though it's a bit unrealistic, it would make sense for GTA Online. I think Rockstar could be doing something like that. And then we also know that we'll be able to purchase the taxi. This is going to be part of Drift Fed, probably releasing early next year. So Tez says that taxi will be available for purchase as part of Drift Fed and as a Pegasus vehicle. It says needed for taxi work coming early next year, and that's the price right there. $650,000 is the buy now price, and $487,500 is the trade price. And if you want to unlock it, by the way, you have to complete 10 fares in a row during taxi work. And it also says that it's already unlockable by reaching a sponsorship of Tier 25 in Arena War. So that's pretty much all we know so far about the taxi business that's coming to GTA Online. We know that it's going to be arriving early next year, probably in January or at least early February. And I don't really expect it to be like, a great money making business. However, it could be, but the main thing is that it just adds more fun and content into free mode. Now, according to Rockstar, there's also going to be a traveling gun van offering exclusive items. Not really sure so far how this is going to work, mainly because there hasn't been really any leaks yet. But I would assume that there's just going to be some type of, random event that spawns in with this gun van that just goes around the whole map, and maybe they'll sell, some type of unique weapons, potentially the new ones, or even, just some of the older ones with like a discount or some type of cool, attachment on it. And then also something else that's pretty cool is that we'll be able to sell our drugs to some of these street dealers. So I would assume that we could use our own drugs or get some of these drugs from the MC businesses that we already have and end up giving it to some of the street dealers, and we can make some easy money from that as well. Now for something very exciting, and I think what most people are probably looking for, is the new garage with the most vehicle storage yet. So there's actually been a few leaks when it comes to this new garage, and this is coming from Testfans 2 once again. So they said that Drift Feed Eclipse Boulevard Garage coming early next year, I'm guessing sometime in January, and it's going to be available to purchase on Dynasty 8 Real Estate for $2,740,000. So this is really cool because this is not only, now going to be the biggest garage that we can own in GTA Online now, but it's also going to be the most expensive property that we could purchase on this website. So we could say a little bit of how the customization is going to work as well. So we could pick from Immaculate, Industrial, and Indulgence, and there's different colors that we could pick from too. And then when it comes to the inside, we can see a little bit of how that looks. It's honestly pretty nice as well. And then we can also customize each floor with different colors, so you guys can see how this kind of works. So we got like a full-on red here, full-on yellow, full-on purple, and full-on green. And I would assume that there's probably some other things that we could customize too, like some of the lights and just other little things that we could, kind of change around in the garage, kind of similar to how the CEO garage is. So honestly, this is pretty exciting because this isn't something that we even knew about. This is just something that kind of popped up with this new update. So I'm glad that Rockstar is, adding a lot more space when it comes to, the vehicle storage, because we obviously know that there's been a lot of cars that have been added within these past few updates. And Rockstar knows that we probably don't want to keep buying like a bunch of different garage locations or a bunch of different properties just to store vehicles. So just to have one that's like really big like that, like in the middle of the city, really close to like, the middle of the city as well, it's going to be extremely useful. And I think how it's going to work is that it's going to be like, a 10-car garage with 5 floors. And it's going to be a total of 50, pretty similar again to the CEO garage, but just, a little bit different and hopefully a lot nicer as well. So that's what we know so far when it comes to Drift Fed. Of course, there's going to be a lot more things that Rockstar is going to be revealing within the next few weeks and months. We obviously have the second part of the story that's going to be coming out, as well as a lot more clothing items and smaller missions and stuff like that. Of course, when those do get revealed, I'll be sure to let you guys know here on the channel, so definitely don't miss it. But that's all for this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to drop a like. And if you want to see more, then make sure to be subscribed and put on post notifications. We got a lot more videos coming out. Drop a like on this video as well, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.